Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I am a huge guy.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert, Rico with you. What's up, Rico?
Hello.
How's the day going?
So far, fantastic.
Good. That's what we like to hear on a Tuesday. 402-464-5685 Honda Lincoln Hotline. The Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the entire show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961, all places for you guys to get in touch with the show. We don't have a whole lot of time in this segment.
Thanks, Adam.
And that's okay. No, it's Bach's fault. It's all Bach.
Oh, thanks, Bach.
It's all Bach's fault. But no, what I wanted to get to right off the bat, and 402-464-5685, in this day and age of sports commentators, sports broadcasters, the notable ones that you see on national television and such.
Nick Sainert.
Signing that. Not once have I been on national television.
I've never been on live television before.
I've never been on live television before. In this day and age where we know what Tom Brady got signed for to be a broadcaster or an analyst on Fox Sports.
I wish.
Also, Joel Klatt, obviously like the Troy Aikmans of the world, the Chris Collinsworths. It was announced today, Stephen A. Smith, who may be one of the hardest ones to listen to.
It's difficult.
Is about to sign a 5-year, $100 million deal. And I want to know why. There are 100 other sports analysts that would do the job probably a little bit better.
Okay.
For 100th of that money. For $1 million.
I would
do it for $1 million.
But do you have the following? Do you bring the eyeballs, whether good or bad? That's the thing. But that's the thing with Stephen A. Smith is the eyeballs are there, whether it's good or bad, whether you like him or not.
They're bad.
People find their way to whatever he's doing.
Dude, why? He's not enjoyable to listen to.
Now, I don't want to come to his defense.
It feels like you are.
But ESPN asked him to do an unnecessary amount of things. They're like, okay, you're going to do college football, then you're going to do NFL, and you're going to do NBA, and then you're going to find you at a random boxing event, and you're going to go to UFC, and then he has his own show and his podcast on top of that. The dude has no rest. And again, I'm not coming to his defense.
Hold on. I am the blasphemy that's coming out of your mouth. You're like LeVar Ball. We were watching Stephen A. Smith highlights before this.
Highlights.
Low lights.
But hold on. Okay, so they asked him to do all of these things. The man has no time to sleep, right? Like he's all over the place. He's all over the map.
Sleep
and
on his PJ.
He does
on his private jet that he gets for ESPN.
You're not wrong. He doesn't have a lot of time to do a lot of research into things. If you go and you listen to him or you watch him, there's a decent amount of things. And I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm far from it. I'm not saying anybody's perfect. Far from it. There are a lot of things, pretty simple things that he'll get wrong. He'll name players who haven't played on a certain team for a couple of years, or he'll throw records or numbers out there that just are factually incorrect. The man has no time to sleep or research any of this. I don't want to come to his defense because he has like a team of people who can help him with that, but it's tough it's not that tough to get paid all that money and have to do all of the things he has to do, all of the things he's asked to do. Although I wouldn't mind it.
My thing is, I just don't appreciate him just showing up to a random NHL hockey game and then the next morning just acting like he knows everything about the Stanley Cup Finals.
I dislike how he gets the same treatment as the players when he walks into the arena. He walks in with one hand in his pocket with the little swagger to him, and he's walking in there like
movement.
Everybody's there to see him, and I'm like, Steven, Mr. Smith, Mr. A. Smith, please don't.
Mr. A. I was watching the NBA draft, and he was like, I'm not sure I'm a fan of how much he dips into like his Knicks fandom.
He's not.
Is he a fake fan?
He is a fake fan.
Fake fan.
He is a fake fan.
Current
I am
Knicks
not
fan calling out fake fan.
I am not I'm the biggest Knicks fan in the state of Nebraska. I can say that with a lot of confidence. But I am not like the most supremely knowledgeable or biggest Knicks fan out there.
Okay.
But I can, with a certain amount of confidence, say that Stephen A. Smith is a fake Knicks fan. The amount of disrespect that he shows to certain players on the New York Knicks.
Yes.
And then when they have one good game, he comes out and he's like, I told you they were good. I knew he was this good all along. And there's no way and we're close personal friends and I babysit his children on the weekdays. Like the way that he comes out is just ridiculous. And how he'll say how bad the front office is and how he hates the Knicks and he'll never watch another game. Then they go on like a 6-game winning streak. And he's just like, you'll find me at Madison Square Garden this weekend, watching the Knicks take on LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'll be wearing my Knicks jersey, my Patrick Ewing jersey. I'll sit next to Spike Lee. Just ridiculous.
I don't know. When you were saying Steven and Mr. A. Smith.
Mr. A. Smith?
I don't think anything sounds correct. It has to be the Stephen A. Smith piece.
Yeah.
It does not sound right to call him Steven. You certainly can't call him Steve for short.
Yeah.
You got to call him Stephen A. or Stephen A. Smith. He cannot be like Steven or Steve.
It's like Steve. Unless you work with him, I guess.
Shit. Just imagine Shannon just be like, hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Couldn't do it.
Stephen A. Smith.
Somebody says Rico A. Clary.
Well, you spelled the last name wrong, but yeah,
we knew what we meant.
Rico A. Clary.
It might have been auto correct.
I could go by Rico A. Clary.
Rico
if you pay me enough money.
So Stephen A. getting 5 years, at least $100 million. I mean, my goodness. I don't know. Like I will say,
if you're gonna pay me that much money, I'll be a fake Knicks fan.
There's some highlights that are really funny.
Oh yeah.
Because of how stupid it sounds.
When he was my favorite, I have two favorite ones. It's the one where he's like, "You didn't have to say it. You're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it."
That one, go there.
And then when he just eviscerates Kwame Brown, because it's hilarious because of the way he starts. He says, "No offense, but the man can't play the game of basketball.
His hands are too small. He can't catch the basketball. His feet are too. He can't move his feet. He can't move.
He's mobile, but he can't move. He doesn't have a post move that he can commit the memory that he can do 2 times in a row. The man cannot play ball."
Kwame Brown.
Oh, and then I guess I have a third favorite. When Phil Jackson was the GM for the Knicks, his first order as general manager was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
So I guess maybe this is why he's getting paid $100 million.
This is why.
Did we talk ourselves into saying, yeah, you know what, Stephen A. is worth $100 million?
You know what? He deserves it.
Make it 3 years, $100 million.
Come on, pay the man.
He's earned every he's earned every single dollar on that show. Anyway, there's been a lot of stupid stuff. We watched one with Colin Cowherd, who he said he was talking about.
Colin Cowherd is wrong way more than he's right.
We did not watch this entire video. I should have though, because we actually did have work to do. We watched this video that was headlined Colin Cowherd being wrong for 23 minutes straight.
It started off really strong.
And it started off the fact of him saying LeBron James just needs more pieces around him, and
he will not win another championship
ahead of the 2020 NBA Finals. And then it flashes to the highlight of LeBron winning the 2020 NBA Finals over the Heat. And then the very next day, LeBron just needs the ball.
That's it.
That's all he needs.
He doesn't need. Michael needed Scotty. LeBron just needs the ball.
Just needs the ball. He is the best foundational piece to ever play the game.
What was it? What was the name? He said before he goes, Avery Bradley is no longer with the Lakers. LeBron's not going to win another finals.
Oh man. What a day. What a day. Before we got some reaction on the text line. Scooter from Roca says I wouldn't pay him $100. Angry Rams fan. He is a character or TV personality. That man is not a reporter or a sports writer.
He was a sports writer. He started as a sports writer in DC. I do know that.
He Thunder Not Collins says he also has the hottest of takes.
That is true.
Aaron, I don't mind Stephen A, but I don't have to listen to him that often. One-Eyed Rake says call him Scuba.
Why?
Bill and Bennett, I am with you guys 100%. Stephen A. Smith is a total. We're not even going to worry about that word.
Whoa.
Cole M, Stephen A, and Skip Bayless together on the same show as Peak Television. Skip
version of First Take. Was it First Take?
I believe so.
That version of First Take was the best. That was amazing. Remember when SportsCenter used to show highlights?
The fact of when we watched Skip calling out Shannon today about how he was jealous of Tom Brady.
Yep, because he's still doing it at 43 and you had to retire at 34 or whatever.
It was 35. He's like, I'm in the effing Hall of Fame. I have 3 Super Bowls.
Who cares?
You're still jealous. Who cares? You're still not as good as him.
Put your glasses back on.
The dramatic eye roll. Oh, man. That was, anyway, I highly recommend just if you have free time on your hands, go on YouTube and check it out real quick. We did get a question earlier in the show. I said, good afternoon, guys. Good quick question. Why were you two sitting in the production room doing nothing while Austin was working his tail off about an hour ago? Well, this segment.
You're welcome.
That is what we were doing. So that's why I could not answer that question right away.
Doing nothing. Guess I got all my work done before Austin even showed up.
Yeah. Austin came in late today. Not really.
Not really.
Just later than us.
Comes in his regular time.
Because he's here a little bit later
than we are.
402-464-5685 Honda Lincoln Hotline. The Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the entire show today, as well as Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Channel 962. And you can always follow us on Twitter. You can always tweet at us as well. Nick_Sainert at Radio Rico AC
I'm not going to reply to any
on the X Sphere. When we come back, we haven't been able to give our thoughts on the whole Evan Cooper new defensive backs coach situation. We'll dive into that coming up next on the Happy Hour.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, Their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I don't care what anybody says. I think losing Evan Cooper is a blow. It hurts. I'm not saying that
I think they got an upgrade. Yeah.
I didn't say we didn't recover from it.
With John Butler, since he's been with the Bills since 2018, secondary coach, passing game coordinator a few years in, he's had the number one passing defense twice, and that's in the NFL. You know, that's as high as football gets. So again, his resume is just very impressive. Very impressive.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I don't believe you people.
Then Enrique Alvarez Clary.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico with you. Do you ever get, how do I want to say this?
Please finish your sentence.
Do you ever feel worse that I never say your last name?
No.
Are you okay with that?
I'm Rico. That's what people know me as.
I've always said like Nick Sainert and Rico.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure that you're...
People know me as Rico. They don't know me as Enrique Alvarez Clary.
As we're almost 3 years into the show.
I know.
August 16th is 3 years.
Wild.
Who would have thought?
Not me. That's for sure.
Not a lot of people.
Not a lot of people. A decent amount of people.
August 16th is 3 years. That's our 3-year anniversary.
Wow. We should celebrate.
We should.
You should take me out.
I think I'm busy that week.
Yeah, whatever.
And if it doesn't happen on that week, then it doesn't matter. But anyway, so I was throughout the break, I was over at the mill countertop getting a coffee.
I was wondering where you were.
I was at the mill countertop talking to Luke.
Shout out to Luke,
who is making me my coffee right now as we speak.
We love Luke.
I dropped some cash off. I said, Luke, I gotta go back on air. Here's my cash.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I come running back into the studio and you said we have DJ Uyunglele.
Yes. Austin put it to my attention that the now quarterback of the Florida State Seminoles put out a tweet. And he said, if you want to feel better about DJ, you should read this tweet.
If I want to feel better.
Well, he said it to me, but I feel like it would make you feel better as well. So I'll read this to you because I know you're a big DJ Uyunglele fan.
I do love DJ.
So this is from former Clemson, former Oregon State, now Florida State quarterback DJ Uyunglele. I was honored to be invited by the conference to represent Florida State at this year's ACC kickoff. The experience of attending that event in 2021 and 22 is among the highlights of my time in college, and I appreciate being viewed as one of the conference's top players heading into this season. However, I feel strongly that Florida State should be represented by players who were part of last year's ACC championship team. The players who helped put this program back on the top of the ACC should have the opportunity to be recognized for their contributions. This team is more than its quarterback, and I'm excited for my teammates who will experience this fantastic event.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's character.
Can we get a
right
round
there.
of applause
That's
for DJ Uyunglele?
right
Can we get a round of applause? Round of applause for DJ Uyunglele. Because that, number one, anybody, whether that's DJ or whether that's not DJ Uyunglele, who is one of my favorite college quarterbacks.
You do love him.
I remember watching him at St. John Bosco out in California.
Yeah, you went to every game.
I did not go to every game. But regardless.
Say it like you're just, yeah. St. John Bosco, big fan.
Yep. That St. John Bosco Mater Day rivalry. You want to stay away from that one.
You want to go to a game. That's the one. That's the game right there.
Would I rather go to Northwestern Illinois or St. John Bosco and Mater Day?
Honestly, the same amount of talent.
Oh, come on. Anyway, I mean, that is really cool, though, because you have a situation to where a quarterback doesn't want to act or be perceived like he's taking credit for last year's successes in a day and age where so much of it, there's so many moving parts. Yes. So DJ Uyunglele decides, okay, I don't want to represent them for what they did last year. I want to represent them for stuff that they've done while I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And I do respect that. Like if I were teammates, imagine being the backup quarterback in that situation. And DJ Uyunglele was like, hey, listen, I understand I come in, I'm expected to be the starting quarterback, but I want you to know that I see you as an ACC champion.
Yeah.
I'm not an ACC champion.
Didn't do it.
I think that's pretty cool. I think that is it reminds me a lot of the Tua Tagovailoa stories that you heard from him back at Alabama, where his family, and they did the College Game Day segment on him, that actually his father got quite a bit of pushback for because of how he disciplined Tua when he was younger. But it was all about respect, all about family, all about understanding kind of your role and where you're at in life. And that is, I think, something that kind of goes by the wayside, or people just don't really, focus on, I think, nowadays. And so really, really cool situation there. I'm glad you said that, Rico.
There you go. Makes you feel better about your boy DJ.
I am ready for, we're within the next month, we're going to be making a lot of predictions.
Yes, we are.
Which, by the way, we still will have the little challenge going on about, hey, can you correctly predict the Big Ten championship matchup? I have the Google Doc still. We have a couple of listeners who have put in their predictions.
Send it to us.
If you ever want to send it and you haven't sent it yet, go ahead and send it in, and I'll add you to the Google Doc. And then whoever wins it, we'll figure out something to give away.
Like we said, who do you think is going to be participating in the Big Ten championship? And for the tiebreaker, you guess the score.
AA Ron says, shout out to DJ. Give that man an Amigos deal. Hey,
how dare you?
Are we surprised? Here's a question for Nebraska fans. Are we surprised that we haven't heard more about Dylan Raiola's NIL deals?
No.
Because I want you to explain in a second, Rico. Think back to last year. Jeff Sims arrives on campus, and you knew
that's the starter.
You knew that was the starter, but you knew that he was going to get NIL deals. You saw him around town. You saw him with specific companies. Obviously, the Amigos, the Jeff Sims meal deal or whatever it was, that they had to change to just like the meal deal.
Yeah.
In the middle of the season. You knew that was the thing right off the bat. Are you surprised that we haven't heard anything from Dylan Raiola or seen any posts? Because you look at the social media following, he's got it.
Very large.
Obviously was one of the more polarizing recruits and one of the probably, I say this as an unbiased college football fan, may have been the biggest recruitment flip when you look at going from Ohio State to Georgia. Okay, that's not that big of a deal because it's powerhouse to powerhouse.
National championship contender to national championship contender.
But then it's that to, frankly, a team that's won less than, or is in the bottom 5 of wins in the last 5 years in the Big Ten Conference.
Championship contender to 0 bowl games in the last 7 years.
There you go. Contender.
Contender. You get that.
So yes, it's different staffs. I understand that. But when I don't know if we always grasp the national shift that Dylan Raiola's recruitment had last year. We kind of understood in the days leading up to signing day, okay, even though it's not official yet, we know Dylan Raiola is going to be a Nebraska Cornhusker. But with that comes a lot of reaction, a lot of eyeballs, a lot of followers.
I wonder,
and that is pure NIL.
Yeah, I wonder, because we never really did this, and I feel like we should have. I feel like this is a real big missed opportunity, is to listen to Georgia radio stations or Georgia commentary the day that he flipped.
Yeah.
The day that he decided, I'm not going to Georgia, I'm going to Nebraska. I wonder, because we were in our, pseudo Nebraska bubble here, hearing all of the great things about Dylan and how amazing it is that he flipped to Nebraska. I want to know what people's thoughts outside of Nebraska were when Dylan Raiola decided, I'm not going to Georgia anymore. I'm going to go to this rebuild at the University of Nebraska and try to bring the Cornhuskers back to national prominence in some sort of way.
I remember looking at like message boards, and obviously that's not the best place to gauge the reaction. I remember looking at message boards and being like, there was a lot of reaction about there's already another quarterback in the class. They felt like he was just as good. They can always go through the transfer portal. And that quarterback, well, I mean, first of all, they had Jaden Rashada transferred in to the University of Georgia.
He was a late transfer.
Yeah, Jaden Rashada from Arizona State, also by the way of Florida. Earlier in his college football career, he had the big deal with the Florida Boosters. But then they also had Ryan Paglusi,
yes,
who was a top 150 quarterback, second best quarterback out of the East Coast, 10th best quarterback in the country. And they felt like, you know what, it's not that big of a drop off. Don't forget, Georgia also has Carson Beck, who's a Heisman contender this year.
Apparently, that's what they say.
So, and that's, and Brad from Baldwin asked, shouldn't we be able to see all NIL deals? I suppose like transparency is cool.
Not necessarily. You shouldn't be able to see NIL. There are plenty of athletes who have NIL deals with companies that you've never heard of, or that you won't see, because they're doing, meet and greets, or they're doing autograph sessions for certain companies. And it's not all, public knowledge. Like, they're not promoting anything. They'll go to events and speak at events, or like I said, sign autographs and things like that. I'm not surprised we're not seeing a lot from Dylan Raiola, because he has his pick of the litter.
Yeah,
he's not going to, no offense to Amigos, he's not going to go with an Amigos deal when he can choose whoever he wants to choose. He, again, a top 2, one of the best, if not the best quarterback in this last class. He can get those national deals practically right away. And then if his play on the field follows what he did in high school, he'll definitely be getting those national deals, maybe not as many of those local ones. And B, I feel like the university and some of the players have learned from last year's mistakes, so to say, with the Jeff Sims meal deal and the amount of pushback and negative publicity that it started garnering after he was not doing too hot to start the season.
Frankly, it was only an issue because he didn't play well.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is you don't want to showcase all of these NIL deals before your true freshman quarterback gets on the field, because you had a guy who you thought was who was extremely experienced, and you thought was going to lead you in a very positive direction. It didn't work out well, and you had already announced all of these NIL deals. Amigos had to change it. Whatever other NIL deals he had, some of them might have also had to change, or what have you. I don't know all of his NIL deals, and I don't know everything that happened behind the scenes, but it's something that as a business you might learn from after last season, to not go public with all of these NIL deals until this person shows you what they can do.
Yeah.
Until you're 3 games in to Dylan Raiola's Nebraska career, 4 games in, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, he's playing really well. Let's announce this.
It is just interesting just because, once again, polarizing type of player. And we haven't heard much. It's been, and maybe that's a good thing, right? Like Husker fans, if you're one of those that are saying that's a good thing, that he's not in the news for Raising Cane's, and I'm trying to think of partners of the station that I can use, whatever it may be.
Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Yeah, like maybe you're taking that as a good thing, so that way he's focused on football.
Yeah,
sure.
Shouldn't
Take
football
it that
come
way.
first? We don't care about NIL. I care about
Okay.
that. I care about, yeah, you kids make your money. I'm jealous. I wouldn't have made a lot. I was doing track and Kearney.
Who would have been the Rico sponsor in Kearney, Nebraska?
Ooh. I mean, I was working
Because I can tell you, I Cunningham's not on the lake though. It had to
No.
be. It had to be the 2-story
Regular old-
Cunningham's
yeah,
bar.
Yeah. Oh, Cunningham's Journal.
That's where me
down
and
there.
Tony Veland were.
Right off the bricks. That Copperfields would have been a big one.
Okay.
I'd have been like, hey guys, fish bowls. Although you can't do alcohol, so it would have been a problem. I would have seen what GameStop was up to.
Okay.
I would have gone national with it.
Would have gone
You know what I'm saying?
national.
They'd have been like, this guy in Kearney, Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Enrique, Division II runner for University of Nebraska Kearney.
Division 2 hurdler, Nebraska Kearney.
There it is, just as simple as that. Let's take a break. We bring in Strick and Austin coming up next on the Happy Hour.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Round 2 of boxing at the Complex is this weekend. Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best amateur boxers on Saturday, July 13th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. A grudge rematch between Lincoln's Carter Mickelhouse and Kearney's Jack Mundolf, plus another Capital City showdown to follow. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Are you looking to upgrade your farm equipment? You're in luck. Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, recently dropped its prices on select late model tractors, combines, planters, and sprayers. Trade in your old equipment today and get never before seen discounts that can save you over $100,000. With great financing options and our A-plus support, there's no better time to upgrade. Visit your local Acres store or see the huge savings at acres.com. That's AKRS.com to see the best prices in the nation.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
When I gave you the cookie, I heard very clearly, I don't think about you, Schmidt.
Why would I think about you?
Because we're friends. We're not animals.
We're men. The only time a man is allowed to think about another man is when that man is Jay Cutler.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour one final time on a Tuesday. Nick, Rico, and Austin Orman. Stricky is here, was here. Not sure where he is currently.
Stricky said, I'm out.
Roaming around the building somewhere, but nonetheless, appreciate Austin hanging out. What's up, man?
How'd you like a DJ statement?
I loved
All
it.
class, right?
I like Rico and I went off. Excuse me. We were talking about it. Like, that's really respectable.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me a lot of like the Tua situations back when he was at Alabama, just because people didn't really respect or appreciate or like how his dad disciplined him growing up, but like it made him into the guy that he was. And it was also being that Samoa, like the Hawaiian family where we know it's so, or Polynesian's family, excuse me, where family ties are so deep that it's really cool from like the outside perspective to see it come to fruition in the end.
I don't want to say missed opportunity for DJ Uiagalelei because he's been there before, right? As the face of Clemson, then as the face of Oregon State. So maybe he's just tired of doing media days, but also I do think he's, legitimately a good dude.
I'm just tired.
Right?
I'm just tired of doing media days. Hey, I got to ask my agent,
to,
how can I spin this to where it makes me look so good that I don't have to
Pac-12
go?
media days also for Oregon State.
I don't
you
remember.
Think he was ACC, Pac-12, ACC?
Oh, no. But either way, it's interesting because the media wants to talk to DJ to get his story, right? It's interesting. How does he fill the shoes of Jordan Travis? How does he, make sure Florida State has its best chance to get back to the college football playoff? I say back to, obviously not after last year, but after Jameis and company did their thing.
Yeah, they should have been there.
And they probably should have. But it's a classy move by the guy. It's a missed opportunity to tell his story. That is a big story that he's missing it. But I do think it's a very respectable move, and I'm curious to see who it is Florida State brings instead of him.
Yeah.
Because it's not even a sure thing that the quarterback goes, right? We know Nebraska hasn't taken its train for quarterback all the time. So it's always going to be the big story. Guys will be asked about it. But the fact that he put out a statement leads me to believe that he was asked by Florida State to go, which tells you he's done a good job in that locker room and earned the respect of his coaches in that short amount of time.
All right, so let me ask you guys this. Let's go around the table. Who are Nebraska's 3 guys that go to Big Ten Media Days this year? Stricky will be there.
You will.
Oh,
I don't normally get invited.
Same.
Yeah.
Who are
the 3? Who are the 3?
Gifford. Isaac Gifford is one of them.
I think big fella in the middle. Maybe
which
Nash.
one?
Nash or Ty?
I think maybe Nash this year.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident.
I think they're going to bring Dylan.
Ooh. Okay, so
it'd be tough not to.
Did Ben Scott go last year?
No.
I didn't think so. So it's going to be Gifford, Ben Hart, and I would laugh if they brought Buschini, but they wouldn't do it.
It was Sims, Q, and 2 other people. I think they took 4.
Did they take Tommy Hill?
It wasn't Q last year.
You sure?
That was
Q was the year I went.
That's why I thought you.
So 2 years ago.
No, 2 years ago.
Okay.
So 2023 Big Ten Media Day,
Nebraska. We know Sims went.
Yep.
Neither was I. I was here.
I wasn't either at that point. All right. So I can't find it right now off the top of my head. Just somebody talk.
I agree with you. I think Gifford, and then I think that they take Nash. I think that the popularity that he gained from also doing wrestling and the fact that he has a nickname, Polar Bear, I think that they take him as well.
Piper Reimer Sims.
Thank you.
Piper Reimer Sims. Okay.
That's right.
There we go. Okay, yeah. I think it's Nash, Gifford, and it has to be somebody offensively. I have a hard time believing they don't take Dylan.
They don't take the freshman quarterback.
Scott Frost did it with Adrian.
Matt Rule doesn't. 2 different programs.
Okay.
It's one of Ben Hart, Scott, or
could we
Ben Hart or Scott?
Actually,
between those 2.
I think Ben Hart.
Could we see a spot to where Heinrich Hartberg goes
to speak on the quarterback room and how it went last year being the starter, and now not knowing because he'll still be in competition. Technically, they still say it's competition. Being in the competition with the 5-star freshman quarterback and knowing what everybody's saying about him, I feel like that'd be a good way to spin things.
More likely to go Gabe Ervin or Emmett Johnson.
Emmett.
Oh man,
tough.
I am. I mean, you guys know
Jamal Banks.
I'm a Gabe Ervin guy. I am.
Transfer. Interesting.
I don't know. Send us the text 402-464-5685. Who are your 3 selections for Nebraska Big Ten Media Days? Who are you going to have speak on your program in year 2 of Matt Rule, year 1 of conference realignment, where divisions are scrapped? You need to be in the top 4 if you want to hope for playoffs. You need to be in the top 2 of everybody if you want the Big Ten championship appearance. Who are you going to speak on the representation of your program?
Is it wrong to say that I feel really confident in Gifford and Nash? Like one of those 2.
I feel good about Gifford. It's one of the 2 defensive linemen. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
And then I think you have to bring someone from the offense. And
yes.
I think Ben Hart, having started as many games.
Turner Corcoran?
I think Ben Hart before Corcoran.
Ben Hart is an
turnaround
interesting
is something that you could talk about with Ben Hart as well.
Ben Hart's an interesting selection just because he's completely revamped his body.
Yeah.
I mean, over the last couple of years, I will never forget seeing him towards the end of what would have been his sophomore year.
Do they bring Fedoni?
And that's what Al said on the text line. Al says Fedoni. Spelled it wrong, but Fedoni.
Fedoni.
But anyway, what's coming up on the show today, gentlemen?
Ollie Gordon going to Big 12 Media Days, despite everything. How do we feel about that decision? We will get into, where's my, there we go. 10 Nebraska football developments. Mitch Sherman of The Athletic put out an article. Kind of want to go through a couple of those and see which ones seem significant, which ones maybe aren't. What are your expectations for Cooper Flagg? How does he compare to previous one and done? And why does he deserve to be the number one overall pick in the last three NBA drafts?
He's smiling, the future Duke guy.
Yeah, good.
What do you know?
Great. And then an Olympic basketball overview groups and 2 former Huskers playing, 1 former Husker coaching.
This might be something that you guys also talk about. It's been finalized. Nebraska's Christmas in Hawaii. The Diamond Head Classic is finalized. Nebraska, Charlotte, Charleston, Hawaii, Loyola Chicago, Murray State, Oakland, and Oregon State in Hawaii from the 22nd through the 25th in Honolulu. Stay tuned. On the block, Strick and Austin coming up next.
Need to be in Hawaii.
Aloha.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.org.